Hey, here's 3 tips for hiring the right contractor. I work in the real estate space, and there's some things that I've learned that I love to pass on to you to help you avoid difficulty in the projects that you're doing. There are 3 things to look for when you're hiring a contractor, and very rarely do they have all 3. Number 1 is speed. Often I've heard this feedback from customers that are trying to reach out to contractors. Man, I've called like 10 people and not a single one of them have got back to me, or they can't even get to me for a month. Speed is a high value. If you have the infrastructure in your company to receive calls, make appointments, and then show up to the appointment, that's a high value for a customer. The second thing you want to look for when hiring a contractor is quality. Read reviews before hiring. Thankfully, we live in a time where you can actually go online and see how people have performed based on other people's feedback. So you could avoid a lot of pitfalls by just taking some time to read some reviews, see if a company has a website, see if a company has a Facebook page or a Google review setup or a Yelp. Is there any sort of information that you can verify that this company puts their best foot forward? And the third thing to look for when you're hiring a contractor is price. Everybody wants the best price, but the lowest price isn't necessarily always the best thing to go with. In the industry, a lot of people will try to undercut just so that they can get the job if they're really desperate. That's not always the best thing if you're really wanting a quality job done. If somebody takes a job for less than it's actually worth, then they're gonna be trying to go faster or cut corners. So again, when you're checking for quality, see if they have any pictures online, work that they've done. I'll often ask that, hey, do you have any pictures or examples of your work so I can look and see, okay, that looks good, or no, that looks a little bit suspect. So very rarely will you find someone that has all 3 of those things. You might find somebody that's super fast and super cheap, but because they're going fast and cheap, then the quality kind of dips. You might also find someone that's super high quality and their price is a little bit higher, but their speed is lower because they need to go slower, or they're in high demand because they really do turn out a good product. I think there are some unicorns out there that have all 3. If you know anybody, tag them, show some love in the comments. And please remember these 3 things when you're trying to hire a contractor.